What impact did Saturday have on the mood here and the tone on the ground?
Well, first of all, the tone of our nation has been really set by President Biden's comments, asking for more civility, asking for toning down harshness. And then, of course, former President Trump in his comments have been extraordinary because it's a real shift for him and saying we need to have a different tone at the convention. Notwithstanding that, we've got the Arkansas delegation here. We've got all the delegations coming from around the country. I've been to 6 conventions, and it is an exciting time to energize the delegates and the base of our party for the fall campaign. And so while it will be a more serious tone this week, there will still be that level of enthusiasm that will build momentum for the campaign. And so it's a little bit different, but you know, I think there will be a great deal of excitement and energy. It will be like welcoming a hero home from the battlefield. And so you'll have that energy. Plus, it's the future of the party with the different speakers that come in, senators and governors that look at our future and talk about what our party stands for. And so even though it's a change in environment as a result of the attempted assassination, you still are going to have energy in this convention and laying the groundwork for the future.
You were a rival of his during the Republican primaries, weren't afraid to speak out against him. Has this heinous attack on him changed your perspective in any way?
It has in this sense. I mean, I've always seen Donald Trump as a person of strength, and that's been characteristic of his leadership, but it was illustrated in greater ways than ever before. You know, his leadership in that moment whenever he was attacked. And obviously, that's what you like to see in a president of the United States, whether it is on the negotiating table with our foreign adversaries, or whether it is dealing with the challenges we face in our country with border security. And so, yes, you know, it's a contrast. An election is a contrast, and we all know that President Biden was struggling with weakness after his debate performance. You contrast it with the strength that you've shown. And so even though I was an opponent and I still haven't endorsed Donald Trump, it certainly endeared him to our nation, and particularly if his comments are serious about reducing the harshness of the rhetoric. That is good for our country. And so
if it happens.
If he is consistent with that, and if we follow that mantle, we're in a serious vein otherwise, because you've got Democrats saying that Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy. We have the Republican side saying the Democrats are a threat to our democracy and survival as a nation. Everybody responds to this rhetoric in different ways, and some take it to the extreme. So that has to be toned down. I hope that's the case.
Would you be willing to endorse him if he showed you a pattern of consistency for unity?
I want to keep my options open. Obviously, I'm a Republican. I'm going to vote for a Republican. It's just a question of whether I write somebody in or whether I can say that Donald Trump is going to be the kind of president that we need. And the vice presidential selection is important, I think, for the lukewarm Nikki Haley supporters that are out there, my supporters, myself, that I think who he selects will either mirror harshness or mirror a new tone that he wants to reflect, that he's indicated after the serious threat on his life.